The age of the strength build is finally over. Nowadays, it's apparently all about the dexterity. So, today it's time to play Elden Ring with a completely new build. It's time to make those tampon company owners real rich, because baby, we're going for the bleed. So strap on and just like me forget that you can jump in this game and join me on the playthrough. Like and subscribe. For the first time ever, I choose a female character for obvious reasons. Since this is my first ever not strength build, I want to mix things up. For some reason, I have forgotten how to use both of my hands, so I need to look for guidance from the internet. I've been told that using both hands is better than one. I arrived to the chapel of anticipation. The only thing I'm anticipating is how hard I'm gonna get fucked with this shit build. But you know what they say, old enough to bleed, old enough to be a good Elden Ring character. I'm advancing further, but then I'm hit with the surprise Rich Piana 8-hour arm workout. The amount of hands trying to grab me remind me of my childhood home videos. I'm feeling good about this playthrough. Even though I'm closing in on almost 1000 hours in all of Dark Souls games, I still do the tutorial. I realize that this is the tutorial, but come on. What is this? I bend over and open the back door, and when I walk outside, I realized that I have forgotten how beautiful this place truly is. Nice. Feeling victorious, I right away make my way to the nearby cave. I know there is a boss here. I'm ready to mess it up. I proceed to get pummeled by this pack of wolves several times. I resist the urge to hit the quit the game power attack, but I push through the cave, whatever it takes. At the end of the cave, I find the main antagonist. I'm telling him to fuck off or get fucked, hoping he chooses the latter. I guess living in a place like this really dulls the mind. He hits the ultimate button to try to finish me off, but I repair his gut flora with my katana, teabags on the house. After sitting for a while, this young woman appears and tries to convince me to a lesbian relationship. Finger maidens sound cool, but that's not really my thing. She gives me some sort of ring to help me with my future adventures. The next hour of the gameplay was just me roaming around the map, looting things, killing enemies, leveling up, getting familiar with the game again. Feeling confident, I attack the Crucible Knight. He hits me with the see ya later son and basically two-shots me to death. I don't know if I'm just a little bit rusty with the game, or does my female character have some sort of agility debuff. Still healing from the last to the Crucible Knight, I try and get one of, if not the best starting weapons of the game. It's that time of the month, and the Bloodhound is smelling it. He hits me with the Uno reverse card and bleeds me to death. I take a note out of my uncle's playbook and go in again. The second time feels much easier since I know the moves. After 10 million rounds around the arena and a few back shots, the Bloodhound finally goes down. I get the Bloodhound Fang, but I learn that I need to level up a little bit more. There's a cave nearby, so I make my way there. There's possibly a boss at the end of it, and that means more runes. The Limgrave tunnels seem like a fine place. For no reason at all, I give the innocent working men a jump scare from hell. The worker doesn't really seem to care about his supervisor, so I relieve him from his duties. Now having to do twice the job, the other workers get upset. I hit the fuck off teleport button and disappear into the darkness. I open the door downstairs and find the actual owner of the business. He's right here, supervising. He gets mad for me busting his ass for doing nothing and starts to stomp the ground. He quits up the fight and ends his own life when I tell him he needs to hire 4 new employees. At this point I feel I'm kinda dragging the gameplay, but I know I want to be ready for Margit. I cannot yet wield the weapon I want to, but I wanna try my luck again with the knight. Maybe I'm better. We'll see. He hits me with the 360 no scope, as in killing me 3 times with only 6 swings. I'm disgusted by my failure, so I decide to look something else. I take the other route. I go the other way. I discover new lands. I arrive to the coastal cave and find out it's darker than the line to KFC. When I get to the end of the cave, these 2 hobos try to abuse me. We all love dual bosses with minions, don't we? I give the other one the stun lock from hell and finish him off quickly. I split the other to multiple parts as well. I exit through the asshole of the mountain and finally see some sunlight. When returning to Limgrave, I notice that the good old tree sentinel is still alive. I guess I didn't say hello yet. Just like dinner made by my wife, the Tree Sentinel's hitbox is cooked to shit, and he gives out a surprisingly good fight. But soon, I plead it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. The mysterious lady appears again, and proceeds to teleport me to a completely new place. This new place is filled with all sorts of goofy characters I don't give a shit about. At least I get some action, and am now able to upgrade my weapons. I locate a new cave from the map, and there is no better place to test out my new upgraded weapon. But, before I can even swing that sword, I bring shame to my whole family by falling into the most obvious trap of all time. God damn it. At least there is a reward at the end of the tunnel. Rune Bear. As I'm trying to get the sneak attack in, Rune Bear rises and reveals his final form. Rune Bear's design and moveset were crafted by the gods themselves, and he immediately becomes one of my favorite bosses of all time. He even taunts me by using his ultimate move without me even being there. The sad reality is, I need to take Rune Bear down, because if I don't, he will take over the world. What a shame. What a shame. As I'm heading out, I keep a silent moment for his memory. Anyways, Castle Morn is next. And it's packed, I tell you, packed with homeless bums, just begging to be killed. After cleansing the yard from poverty, I head upstairs to the top of the castle. Guys, I tell you, fighting these dogs during the heat wave in Finland really made me question my life choices. Luckily, I was able to summon the power to drink 10 million gold beers. That was a huge help getting through this fast. Also, the pumpkin spice latte got what he deserved. This young lady asked me to deliver a letter to her father, who should be up here. Like I weren't busy enough. Talking with her father for 3 milliseconds reveals that he is a complete asshole. I leave it as a mystery, did I slice him to pieces or not. There's something to think about. As I have no business in the castle anymore, I make my way towards the beach. It's way down there. I gotta be careful here. Seeing the mist gate, I know there's only one boss for me to beat here, and then I can finally get the hell out of here. And this is an easy one, I think. It takes approximately 7 seconds for me to get pounded to the ground. The run back to the boss gives me great memories about Dark Souls 1, as I need to scale the whole goddamn mountain and castle to get to him. During the second run, I'm doing way better. Like the drug addicts in my hometown, he's one hit away from death. My heart actually skips a beat when I see myself mistime the roll to oblivion. I'm ready to go at it again, feeling confident. This time I can do it. I know I can, but just like with the ladies, I only get few back shots in until I'm finished. I try again and again and again before I know I need to take a break. I proceed to calm my nerves by getting beat down by the Crucible Knight again. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. After the last hour of gameplay, I really gotta do some self-contemplating, some thinking, meditation, drink water, coffee, take breaks, whatever. This is too much. I don't know what to do. I cannot advance. I cannot beat any bosses. Maybe I just need the strength build. Maybe I just need to get good. Maybe I have lost what I once had. Maybe I'm not the Dark Souls veteran I claim to be. Then I go down once more and kill the boss without taking any hits. Well, maybe one, but still. There was no issue here. And suddenly, I'm feeling great again. This game is so strange sometimes. Feeling confident again, I decide to explore new areas to the east. At the top, I notice something huge. It ain't moving. Maybe I can get a sneak attack in. That thing notices me, but I ain't worried. Its moves are pretty easy to dodge, and I do a ton of damage. Look at that. Too slow. I hit the critical attack from hell and think it's over, but there is still a tiny bit of health left. I cannot fumble it now. It activates the cheats and hits me with the napalm strike of destiny. I bungle the whole thing. I'm ready to go again, and this time I'm not playing around. I attack it mercilessly and just roll away from its stupid attacks. It tries to hit me with the napalm again, but I just run away. Kinda. I got stuck again. We are so close. Only few more hits and we're done. I tell it to go to hell and give the finishing strike. It responds with the good old see ya there and kills me even after its death. Luckily its fat ass died before me, so I still get the kill. After this I decide to do a little bit of grave robbing. That's a good sport. There's a random guy on top of these ruins and is so happy for me to save him, even though I do nothing and just leave him there. Apparently just talking to him is enough to free him. Go figure. At the forest I have trouble holding my tears as I see Runeberg's cousin scratching the tree. I'll never recover from his death. I sent his cousin to the bear heaven to keep him company. This is my good deed, my redemption, my soul cleansing. I can finally sleep at night. At the close-up ruin I see another bear. And it's sleeping just like Runebear used to in his cave. You're no Runebear. You'll never be Runebear. I find this talisman from the chest below and decide to wear it to honor Runebear's memory. Now, I have stalled for long enough. It's time to take on Margit. Margit is the real actual boss of the game, and since I've had trouble with the gimmick bosses so far, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not feeling really confident about this. He gives out a sick introduction, and his weapon of choice brings me back to my childhood. The fight goes on for a surprisingly long time, and I even get him to one hit away from death. But in the end, I'm cooked. Round 2 was just beautiful work. Look at this. Just flawless. When I dodged his attack and get the critical one here, I know we're done. It's over. I even got the bleeding. I didn't even remember that. I feel deep satisfaction when the market goes down. I gotta be honest, this hasn't been my best performance ever, but now I'm starting to feel kinda good. I go around the castle trying to find myself in. This guy gives me a trumpet solo to welcome me. After killing all the peasants downstairs, I try to be clever by baiting out their first attack. But by now, they apparently know my tricks and hit me with the double mortar strike. I go upstairs, and here I remember there's something here to be scared of. But what was it? Ah, now I remember. I get destroyed in under 10 seconds. I'm going back in. I'm ready for the revenge. I have it all figured out. I sneak in like a rat and give it the stun luck of destiny. I do the same thing to his body at the next area. It has never felt better to find the next checkpoint. My god. After the previous part, I really wasn't able to handle these airstrike bursts. Seriously, come on. After killing 10 million enemies, I find this guy alone at the church. I don't know how these NPCs survive all of this. But hey, what do I know? At the next room, I see the hand chop machine again. I decide to ignore it for this time. The game offers me a chance to drop attack this dog. Of course I use it. After my erection is gone, I unlock the shortcut. The hand chop master really puts up a good fight, but I managed to beat it anyways. I don't know why it doesn't just use 8 swords at the same time. It would be invincible. When I reach the next area, I use my skills to bait out this fatso to team kill his own dog. After cutting his balls off, he finally goes down. Seeing this next side of grace made me realize which boss is next. But I don't know if I'm ready. I know I ain't leaving, but I decide to grind out few extra levels. I take a deep breath at the entrance to the boss fight. Godric really offers us one of the better cutscenes and dialogues you'll ever hear. He reveals to be a hand chop master himself and shows me his golden trophy he got from the last tournament. Godric's attacks are more delayed than international flights, so I'm really having trouble here. I always forget that you can jump in this game, so every single one of these ground attacks hits me. Here I'm beginning to believe. I do a free of charge castration and force him into the second phase. He chops his dick off and sticks it inside this dead dragon. Jokes aside, this is one of the most marvelous cutscenes you're ever gonna see in Dark Souls games. I've been watching enough boss runs to know how you dodge this flamethrower attack, but Godric really shows he's the real deal. Just a few mistimed rolls and I'm cooked. I charge into the battle arena again, ready to show who's the big dick swinger in the lobby. I hit him with the roly-poly of justice, sneak in, and stab him in the guts. He begs me to uninstall, but we're too far gone now. When I reach the second phase, I know exactly what I need to do. And boy, did I bring it. Godric is literally begging for his life and pulls out every move on the book. But there is no use. While his ultimate is on cooldown, I run in and stick him with the pointy end. Even though Godric is dead, he still gives out the epic speech. You cannot stop this man. Like and subscribe.